Alright, welcome everybody to Audio Commentary. What is it, number 27? It has been a while since I have been on YouTube and been doing an official one on the stream, but oh my god, a couple seconds ago I just found out how to locally record and it's awesome. So today's match is going to be Destiny versus Overpowered. This is a ladder game that they're playing, and the big feature onto this one, we're going to show you guys a little bit about the 11 pool and the 18 hatch. There's been a lot of talk, as I said, under the table about this strategy. We had a lot of people mention it before tonight's stream. Said, hey, what do you think about it? And I was like, well, about what? Well, now we're going to find out. As I didn't see this replay before, so we're going to do this kind of live with you guys, as if we're seeing this happen as it's going on. So here we go. Overpowered down at the bottom left-hand side of the corner, nothing too crazy yet. And the best part about replays is, we're going to speed this bad boy up. So okay, for those Zergs looking on who want to figure it out, obviously, as I said before, we're going to go for an 11 pool. I'll speed it down to kind of go over some explanation. We're going to go for an 11 pool, and we're going to go for an 18 hatch. Now, he did go for the Vespian Geyser trick, as I say, exploding meat. Gotta call it exploding meat, come on, man. And after that, you wait, and then you wait some more. And then you get your spawning pool, then you get your Overlord, and oh my god, you are ready to start this madness. So, I guess since this is a replay off of Ghost of Gamers, I do have to support what they are saying in here, especially since this is going to be on YouTube. So, sereplay.com, replays on my stream again. Here we go, bottom left-hand side of the corner, Overpowered, opting out of the option to get a pylon way off in the corner here. Now, the logic behind that is, what if he goes for an earlier rush? You'll have some extra pylons over here in case one gets powered down to still produce out of the gateway. I don't know if that's a metagame out of their things here. So here we go. Here is our 18 that we have, and right after that we get our Overlord and our drone. Note that he did get the Queen afterwards. He did not go for a ton of Zerglings in the beginning, just enough. I mean, knowing every good Protoss player, they should be able to handle any kind of 10 pool, and when you 10 pool, it just invites them to just rush right into your base and just make life really, really difficult for you. Alright, here. Let's go over to Overpowered's vision. What does he see right now? Here's what he scouted. He didn't see that Expo going up. We do have another pylon going up, but nothing too much past this gateway inside real. We do have the little combo right here, the little melee range that goes out for a little bit of a harass. That is going to be scouted by Destiny, as he does notice that, holy crap, he's actually making his way into my base. Imagine that. So he is going to prepare for it in a little bit, I think. He does have two queens out. He does have his spine crawler. Not paying too much attention to this hatchery over here with regards to defense. It does have a lot of pain that it can take, so I don't think he's worried too much about that. And he is droning up right now, but he does have a lot of queens ready to go, so it's going to be interesting how he does hold this off. I mean, if he does ignore it long enough, it will become a problem. Meanwhile, these Lings aren't doing anything. He's just going to slowly come out there with these queens, and the timing is actually pretty good. By the time these queens are out there, if he does choose to run right into his base, he does have, he does have this spine crawler ready to defend him here, so he is able to fend off that attack with just two queens here. Trying to watch it, doesn't want to lose some Lings into this fight. He does want to make sure that if he is in the fight, he's got some queens to back him up. So here we have 3 queens total, and he is going to move the defense out into his Expo. So he's able to defend his Expo fairly well, despite the fact that, you know, he did go for a little bit of an early skirmish. But Overpowered is going to go for his Expo, and Root Destiny is very well aware of this. Forge goes down, so it's kind of a dead giveaway, saying, yeah, I'm going to be Expoing. What you think about that? 2 gas going down now. Let's see it around the 44. Oh, wow, he's going for gas on everything right now. And it's interesting to see this transition once he realized, okay, the threat's over. And especially now that, well, I mean, this is what he saw. He knows that he's going for the Expo. It's a very good opportunity for Destiny, given the early Expo, to just make his way ahead into this game. get some extra drones, which, oh my god, he's got 18 extra drones. So he's almost doubling him in the drone count right now. Checking his production, oh my god, he's even making more drones! Believe it or not, now he is way past the double on the drone count right here. So very, very effective early game droning. Look at all of this creep spread. So he's keeping very good control of this game. Like I said earlier on, I am a caster for Zerg players only. Zerg is my focus. I do focus a little bit on Protoss, so I do apologize kind of in the midway of the game here if I'm focusing a lot on the Zerg. But back in Overpowered's base, I do want to make mention that he is going for the Robo. Not too much right here with regards to an army. Some Zerg players will see this and say, oh my god, I gotta rush him right now with a bunch of roaches and a bunch of Zerglings, speedlings to go into the fight. That's a possibility. You are. I am, according to this guy. Aww, look at that, show up above. Oh, you are on the YouTube video right now. Well, it's not right now for those watching the cast, but there you go, Ranger. You get your cameo. Anyhow, upgrades are going down. I want to mention that, and he's also working on some Ling speed. And I notice in a lot of Destiny streams, he does go for a fairly late speedling, and he goes for a very defensive early game. I mean, look at this concave here of spine crawlers. You've got 5 of these out here, so if he does have to defend, he can defend that. I mean, he's well into the creep, so he's got over 3 movement speed. He can catch up to stalkers, and that's his big concern right now. If he's able to pull off a very nice surround, should the other player choose to attack. Let's also look at what he's set up as well. He's got multiple queens out, not just the 1-for-1, so he has enough to defend should he choose to go for some air units. Excuse me, I'll get a drink here. Infestation pit going down here, folks. Let's look at the mineral count and the gas count. We do have Destiny well in the means of getting his infestors. Like I said, this is just going. He hasn't been spending gas yet. The only gas he's been spending is for upgrades, upgrades, and that's it. He's just getting himself set up very, very nicely. And especially when you're getting the melee upgrades, from what I've seen so far, that usually means that by the time that melee is ready to go, we're going to see something with regards to a timing push. So we might have that, we might not. This game can go in so many directions right now. Back in Overpowered's base, we do have more Zeals in his army, as he did scout that out with the Observer. So he did see that, okay, he's going for a little bit more of a Zeal-heavy army, but this is all he has for his army right now. Still, Protoss is under that 100 supply count, and I talked to Whiplash about that, where's Protoss weak at the beginning of the game, and he said that it's very difficult for a Toss to defend their base a third under attack if they're under that 100 mark with their supply. So Blink coming out right now. We do have Templar Archives, so we might see some high Templar action going on there, and I would actually count on it with the fact that, yeah, they can zap the mana and one-shot these infestors. If they have enough mana, or energy, I'm sorry. If they have enough energy, rather, they will one-shot these. Just boom, 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 boom. It's just painful to watch, but hey, man, he can do it. So, where do we stand right now? Well, we do have a third going down for Destiny. No third yet for Overpowered, although it looks like he is getting set up to expand a little bit. He's plugging out this little backdoor entrance into his base. Getting close to the 100 safety mark. And here we go. We also have some creep spreading out. No, not too much. Both players are still playing a very defensive game, although Destiny being Zerg, and bless you. Destiny playing Zerg, he is a little bit more offensive, obviously, here with this massive creep spreading that he's doing. And he's just getting himself set up. I mean, this is just my opinion. I haven't seen this game yet. We might look at something to where by the time the creep spreads to his base, okay, now he's got this little train of units he can send his way, but you never know. We're about halfway done on the 2-2 upgrades here, and he is going to send. He does know that the alarm was sound. You have Lord capture this, and oh no! Oh my god, he just gave up that surround. Why did he do that? He could have had an amazing chance of just surrounding a huge pocket of sentries here, at least making them dump their mana, or energy, I'm sorry, I just keep calling it that, and go go for an attack? I don't know. But he backed up. I mean, he had a really nice surround. Overpowered, however, is not ready to get his expansion over there just yet. With the scouting here of Destiny, he will notice. Let's turn on his vision here. He is going to notice, nothing yet. He did get Burrow. So how about that? He did get Burrow. So he's able to just come check him out here, and I would assume just run back and Burrow. Stop him from getting that Expo down. There you go. And here comes some drops, I think. No, he's not going to drop anything with Overseer. Maybe trying to get some sight. Maybe trying to throw some mind control, maybe on some Colossus on a ramp. I don't know. Trying to mind control. If you do that, mind control off the cliff, you're just picking off 2 units right there for 100. Easy pickings. Back over here, we do have Sidestorm research, but like I said, 50 energy. Protoss just loves the whole 50 energy skills that just really give you a hard time. He's got Force Field and he's got Feedback. How about that? Alright, so rank 2 weapons are going in. Oh, he goes in maybe for a surround. Tries to go for a 2-prong here. Trying to kill that Nexus possibly, but keep him on this little tug of war if he goes that away. He can just go down there with his Lings, but he did cancel out, and he is, almost ready to get in there. I was fearing some very nasty force fields in the way, but he was able to avoid that. We do have just more and more High Templar in his army, ready to just put the pain on all of these infestors, but it looks like he's not going to go for that. Destiny loses way too many Lings right there. That's very unfortunate, but at the same time, he did usher in possibly the destruction of his Expo here, as he's forced to run back. Oh no! He's got way too many Lings for him to handle in the back of his base. He's going to lose all of his probes here. We did send out all of his Lings into his base. This is terrible. Maybe he said he can put a few up here to plug up the entrance. Maybe not, but look at this. All of these probes are just going to get it. He's putting some pain on the Templar archives there to slow down what's really been hurting him. This is a great opportunity for Destiny to just pull the win that he needs to get. 21 to 70 Harvesters. This is an amazing advantage that he just pulled in, and he's going to lose a ton of his base. You know what that does? It forces Overpowered to just go in. It's either this or nothing. But Destiny did in the background get a ton of roaches ready to go, so he has some kind of a buffer for these Zeals. If we do have nothing but Lings, those Zealots will chop them up very, very nicely. But here we go. We sure have a lot, and I mean a lot of Zealots in his army here. We do have hallucinated Zealots as well, but he gets a good fungal there. He's got to be careful. He doesn't want to have to feel the wrath of that feedback, but he's getting fungals in there. Oh, Psionic Storm going off, hurting his army about the same that he hurt his opponent's army. Still not getting the feedbacks that he needs on his army. Sidestorm just tearing his own army apart there. He's really got to be careful. Look at what Destiny's doing here. Feedback's dropping down on those infestors, but he does have enough alive to still get a couple of fungal growths off on him, while he takes the time right now to heal every single roach that he has to undo all, and I mean all, of the damage that those Psi Storms and everything that he put into there. And that is the GG. Destiny is victorious over there. I know a lot of you guys really wanted to see this strategy unfold in front of you here, so hopefully I can gave you a good analysis of it. So there you go. A lot of things to highlight. That attack that he brought out here. Oh my God, that forced his hand. He had to attack, and I think, in my honest opinion, that is what caused him to win that game. And I want to go over that again, just to stress its importance. I mean, look at the minimap. Try not to look at this at all. Try to look at what he's got. If he moves out there, bam, attacks from the side. He's got a force to lose his Expo. If he moves out there to attack that, bam, no matter what, he's going to lose that Expo. So if he goes out there, thinks, aha! I killed all of your Lings in the front there. Yeah, by the way, you got that going on. So very important to just keep that 2-prong inside. And that's a massive army, too. Two Lings, these things are tough to kill. Very, very tough. Just look how quick they just chomp through buildings. I mean, he doesn't care if he loses all these Lings. They don't cost anything. It's like Terran's freely throwing Marines at you and laughing. So yeah, one cute thing I could imagine if he kind of plugs up this ramp here with wings, maybe that could be something interesting. But yeah, that was huge. Forced his attack into that game, and while he was forcing that, I mean, look back here, nothing but roaches and all those good things. So very, very good. I have another replay we're going to go over for those watching live on the cast right now. So we're going to go over that for those listening. For those who are watching this on YouTube, we do this stuff every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Thursday is kind of a tournament day. And sometimes on Fridays when we do Starcraft 2 nights over at Next Level Land in Orlando. So if you want more information on that, for those of you watching on YouTube, I put some links. I put the Team Liquid post, I put the Facebook post and everything. So check those out if you guys are interested. For those of you who just are watching this on the stream, so stay tuned, and it's going to get even cooler tonight. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next audio. Once again, I do apologize for the lack of audio commentaries. Like I switched over to XSplit, and well, that wasn't too friendly for me to record on. So see you guys next time. Thank you very much for tuning in.